Venus, I've been looking for you to make you feel better. I think you're upset with me, are you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I don't care what you do in your spare time. You're your own man. I don't own you.
But Venus, I love you. You send me into a spin whenever you're nearby.
Ranger again, perfectly capable of leading us to the singularity.
But how to get him to go there? Perhaps another application of my feminine wiles.
Like the old saying, that's as likely as finding WMD in Baghdad.
I think we'll try something a little more predictable this time. And Count Pissarro has just given me the very idea we need.
I did?
Yes, I think it's about time for another surprise attack by the Viper Squadron.
But it will take days, maybe weeks to prepare for an attack. And I'd have to return to Nephilia to organize it.
I think not. I think there's going to be a surprise attack this evening.
What?
And I think it's going to be in the same sector as the last time Lancaster got his promotion.
Near the Limbo
Exactly.
Of course.
So there'll be no real attack, just another manipulation of the defense system.
Now you see why modesty is overrated, yes?
Oh, yes, Cosmo. As far as I'm concerned, we've practically got the Limbo Ogre location already. And then, my army.
I tell you, we're invincible.
Oh, not that word again.
Hey, look at me, I'm undoubtedly invincible.
I'll always win, 'cause I've always been invincible.
I wish I were invisible.
I'm wicked as slime, and that is why I'm invincible.
I'm smart and I'm mean, and that's why I'm deemed invincible.
The egos are incredible.
I've never known the bitter taste of defeat. I've always known that I'm the one who never can be beat.
The power in me makes me always be uncomfortable.
I'll never fall because overall I'm infallible.
My God, they're intolerable.
My mind is deep, so my plans I'll keep subterranean.
Had to work at that one, didn't you?
I'll conquer them all, my subjects are called Uranians.
How about megalomania?
Oh, yes!
Or maybe completely insane.
We're clever as sin,
We can't keep it in if we lose us to grow to the world. We'll never be
beat and we'll never eat.
the crow that we grow to the world.
You think that I can't reach what I try? Impossible.
I've got perfect plans, there's no way they can be stoppable.
They think they're unstoppable.
Hey, look at us, we're power and lust, invincible. We'll always win, 'cause we've always been invincible. Invincible.
Is it just me or did anyone else hear a fat lady sing?
Invincible. Soon the entire galaxy will be all mine.
And mine.
And mine. Okay, not mine. Perhaps just find me a nice retirement place somewhere. How about Pluto?
How about you take this atomic subspace homing device and place it on Lancaster's rocket ship? With this in place, we shall be able to get a fix on his location when he enters into the singularity.
What then? Do we need to go there ourselves to make use of its power?
Hardly. IUD makes wormhole drives, does it? Oh, God! You idiot, you'll blow us all to smithereens. What about atomic do you not understand? IUD makes wormhole drives, does it not?
Yes.
We shall simply channel the energy from the Limbo Ogre directly into the Gigabigatron using wormhole technology.
And we conquer the galaxy with the comfort of our own easy chairs. That is, you conquer the galaxy with the comfort of your easy chairs. What does a eunuch have to do to get a little respect around here?
Who are you?
More correctly, what am I?
Huh?
You are Menace DeVille, are you not? I remember being you. There's not a bad gene in your body.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Who am I? Who am I indeed? I wish I knew.
Are you with Biggs and the Queen? Are you in on their plan?
No. Oh, I suppose that I am, even if I do not want to be. The trouble is I do not know what I want because I do not know anything about myself.
You're not making any sense. You better tell me quick, or I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I don't care if this is Biggs' lab.
I'm a thing Cosmo Biggs created using his Gigabigatron. He calls me top to it because I can instantly mutate into anyone whose DNA is in the computer, and that means just about anyone at all.
Mutate? You mean like radiation?
No, I mean like to modify my genetic structure so that I literally become another person.
Why, that's awesome!
No, it is awful.
But you can really become anyone. Like, say, for instance, Strat Lancaster?
Press this button, you'll see.
Okay.
Strat Lancaster at your service.
Great stars! Strat? You look just like him. You even sound like him.
I am him. At least as much of him as comes from his DNA. I think I even feel the way he feels. Know what he knows. It's all very weird. The button, please.
Now, wait a minute. Were you, just now? Surely not. But still, this is wonderful. Think of it. Just gobs of really smart, beautiful people all over the galaxy.
There's just one problem because of a power limitation. I can only maintain the mutation for 15 minutes. That is why Uranian Bigs want to find the limbo organ singularity. Once they have its power, there is no limit to the humanity they can create. Their own kind of humanity.
I get the impression that those two don't want anything for the good of humanity.
Unless you think being a slave is a good thing, because that is their plan, to clone a fleet of Strat Lancasters and conquer the galaxy.
But we've got to stop! Wait, did you say they were going to clone Strat?
They plan to create a fleet of Strat Lancaster Viper pilots and use them to defeat the real Strat.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they can clone that clown and keep him. That's Strat. The rest of us go zooming off to fight a Viper squadron that's not even there. And he's all cozy and comfy with the Queen all night, doing whatever they were doing.
Venus, Strat and the Queen were not doing anything.
What?
I heard her complaining about it.
I've gotten everything all wrong. Oh, this is terrible. Come on, we've got to find Professor Nebulon and Strat.
So it's agreed. Strat should return to the singularity as soon as possible.
Which he can now do, having been reinstated as a full-fledged Space Ranger. Hyper hit!
Not now, Sparks, okay?
Something is very strange in the way those exam grades suddenly reappeared.
Agreed, Dr. Frost. I've never seen data systems operate in such peculiar manner.
Don't forget it. Big systems have been in control of the Academy for years.
What did you say, McBeamish?
Big systems have been in control of the Academy for years. There's got to be a glitch.
No, the other part about Biggs's system.
Biggs' system? But you mean being in control of the Academy?
He's right. There's not a single system that's not a big system.
I now have had 2 computer anomalies almost simultaneous.
While Biggs was on campus. Say, you don't think Biggs had something to do with the false alarm, do you?
I don't know, Strat, but a great thinker once said, if you eliminate the negative, anything that's left, no matter how bizarre, must accentuate the positive.
I did not quite get that.
Well, let's just say that I'm glad that we kept the knowledge of the singularity from Constable Biggs.
But you didn't keep it from the professor. He knows all about it. And now he's planning to steal it and use it to conquer the galaxy.
Venus, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
Strat, listen. I'm sorry I got angry. Mutado told me that nothing happened between you and Queen Urena.
Who's your friend, Venus?
Oh, this is Mutado.
That's one strange-looking individual.
Need some time in this sun.
Mutato?
Uh-huh. Mutado can become anybody.
Do what?
You know, change into people. Like mutate, Mutado. Okay, before we go any further, we've got to do something about your name. It just stinks.
It is the only name I have.
Well, then we'll have to give you a better one. A person should have a proper name.
A person? You want his honestly think I'm a person?
Of course you're a person, silly. You just need a name. But not just any name. A name means something. It has to match the person.
Really?
Sure. Your name is like your inner being. Venus means love.
That's beautiful.
Thanks. Stelina, Dr. Frost, Clean Star. A name is a word that is meaningful. Your name says who you are. Stratland Pastor.
Means guitar man.
Milky Times, Milky Way.
Dr. Nebulon.
Lost his head in the clouds.
Sparks McBeamish.
Well, for some, what can you say? You need a name that's going to stick.
Stick.
Uh-huh.
How does Pluto sound to you?
Leech is stick. Leech might.
How about Dick? Well, at least it rhymes for stick.
No. But Vic, or maybe Victor, that might be the way to go. A name like that would let everybody know.
Victor, and none can bar your way. Victor, you'll never go astray.
Then I'll be Victor.
And maybe one day you can save the day.
Well, now that that's all settled, perhaps, Venus, you can tell us about Cosmo Biggs.
Well, Mutano, Victor, changed into Sparks earlier today and heard you tell all about the Limbo Order. That's how Biggs and Queen Urana found out about it. And now they plan to follow Strat back to wherever it is, stuck in their wormhole into his giggly machine and make an army of Strats to conquer the galaxy, but you've got to stop it!
Whoa, Venus, slow down. This is a pretty wild yarn you're spinning.
Nevertheless, every word of it is true. I am a transmutational being, a mutato.
I would say mutato.
Whatever with the power of the Limbo Order, Cosmo will be completely capable of creating a fleet of Viper Squadron pilots, every one of them equal to Strat, because they will be Strat.
But why would Biggs want to create Viper pilots?
Oh, I forgot to mention that part. The Viper Squadron is under the command of Queen Urana. They're in league together, Urana and Biggs.
Venus, are you sure you're not just jealous of Queen Urana? I mean, this is a pretty wild story.
Strat, don't you start. I just barely escaped from their lab. I don't care how unbelievable it sounds, it's all true.
It is all true. I've known about Biggs for some time.
What?
What are you saying, Professor? Why would you allow such a thing?
We had no proof.
Yes, that's why I let Biggs set up this reunion thing. I didn't know he was in league with Urana, but I can't say that I was surprised.
What made you suspect him, Professor?
Well, any man who steals the idea of space, a wormhole space travel, and makes a fortune from it is not to be trusted. And I know he stole it because he stole it from me.
But that's impossible. Wormhole space travel was the invention of my ancestor. You said so yourself.
Brace yourself, Strat. I am Malcolm Lancaster, your great-great-grandfather.
My grand what?
How is that even possible?
Ask Strat, he can explain it to you. He was only in the singularity a short period of time, and look what happened to him. My trip through the singularity was pure chaos. Generations had flashed by, and I was a young man again. So I entered the academy, and the rest is history in a future first sort of way.
Well, you look pretty good for being over 200 years old.
It's fantastic.
But true, every word. Nebby told me all about it years ago.
Yes, I knew I couldn't regain my old life, so I was determined to make a good life here.
Well, that sort of makes my little story pale in comparison.
Oh, not at all, my dear. Now we know who's involved and what they plan on doing.
Then we know what we have to do. Let's go round them up.
No, that's Sparks not now. We have to let them play their hand to the final card.
But how are we going to get them to play that card?
Well, they must somehow acquire the singularity, and when they do, we'll have all the proof we need.
And they'll have all the power they need.
Therefore, timing will be crucial.
So you will have to rocket out to the singularity so they can track your ship.
Not necessarily. I have a